you very much.
Well, next night, the garage owner who carried out his own sting to highlight the dangers of part-worn tyres on public transport.
That was inspired by Frances Malloy, of course. She is the campaigning mum from Liverpool whose son died in a coach crash. She wants old tyres banned from public transport, buses and cabs that many of us assume are completely safe.
Our Merseyside correspondent Andy Bonner has more.
John Stone used to sell part-worn tyres. Then he met the mother of Michael Malloy, an 18-year-old from Liverpool who died in a coach crash caused by a 20-year-old tyre blowing. Now it's John's mission to get all part-worn tyres banned from public transport.
Nobody would think to check the age on the tyres on a taxi, coach, minibus, lorry, even car that you get into. You just assume that you're in safe hands. But the whole point behind this is someone should be checking.
John fitted a car with 4 illegal part-worn tyres and submitted it for taxi compliance tests. He says each passed despite the newest tyre being 10 years old. Frances Malloy told me today it shows the scale of the problem.
It shocked me still that nobody has even picked up on this, given the profile of this campaign, the fact that one of the tyres on that vehicle that he had passed was 21 years old. And it was part-worn, and it was illegal, and nobody picked up on the age. Nobody picked up on the fact that it was part-worn and wasn't stamped. And yeah, it's quite scary that people are not. It's still complacent, really.
To me, John, this looks like a good tyre.
Yeah, and to the naked eye, this is a good tyre. It's hardly worn. This tyre came to us because it failed on a vehicle. It's actually had a repair to the sidewall, which is illegal and against all guidelines. It's less than 2 years old, so to the naked eye, that would seem as a bargain, when really it's a death trap. It really could kill you.
John says one council has already promised to tighten up test guidelines and ban part-worn tyres on licensed vehicles. He hopes others will follow suit.
90 to 95% of the customers, the public, the taxi drivers, other tyre dealers are right behind me by it. They think it's an absolutely fantastic idea, and they're shocked that we could have put a vehicle through with such old tyres, and the constant response we get is that could have been one of my family in that vehicle.
Michael Malloy, I'm going to show you the difference.
7 years after Michael Malloy's death, his mother is still waiting for the government to introduce a nationwide ban. In the meantime, John Stone says he'll test more councils and ask retailers to stop old tyres re-entering the supply chain. Andy Bonner, ITV News.